Alright, so I don't know if you've heard this or not, but Cyberpunk 2077 has a lot of bugs. The launch of Cyberpunk 2077 has been a pretty big deal, to say the least. It's been one of the most anticipated games within the last few years. The game has already been doing incredibly well so far sales-wise, securing over 7 million pre-orders, as well as being Steam's most sold launch title since Fallout 4. And with all the success of the game and critics and fans alike really praising how great of a game Cyberpunk 2077 is, there's no denying that there are a ton of bugs. Right out the gate at launch, we saw a huge day one patch for the game, and just now, a couple days later, we have update version 1.04. If you like this type of content, be sure to hit the like button, and without further ado, let's jump right in and talk about this newest update and what is being fixed.
Okay.
So the information for this video comes from the site comicbook.com, and they say at the moment of publishing, it's unclear if the update will require a download from the player. If it does, it should be on the smaller side. But for now, this is just an assumption based on the size of patch notes. What CD Projekt Red does note is that it's still working on getting the update out on Xbox consoles. However, for now, there's no ETA on when the update will hit Xbox One, Series X, Xbox Series S, or Google Stadia for that matter. So yeah, right now it just seems that the update is strictly for PS4, PS5, and PC. According to the patch notes from CD Projekt Red, here is what this update will be focusing on. Starting with quests. Fixed an issue with completing the final objective in Gig Freedom of the Press. Fixed an issue with starting conversation with Johnny at the end of life during wartime. Corrected a rare issue with NPCs no longer calling V if a like Supreme quest was abandoned midway. Fixed an issue with Nyx not going to his default state in Spellbound and Cold Mirage. Fixed issues with blocking progress in I Fought the Law if the quest area is left. Fixed inability to find Delamain in Epistrophe. Fixed issues relating to remaining in the second phase of the quest after finishing Pacifica fight with Ozob if played after finals. Fixed an issue with nomads no longer present if V leaves the quest area mid-combat in With a Little Help from My Friends / Queen of the Highway. Adjusted mappings and re-enabled quest tracker in Map Tan Pelen I Walk the Line transmission. Fixed constraints on freedom to get up and sit down if neither blue line condition is met in violence. Fixed issues with time and space resulting from leaving the quest area or abandoning the quest and following the river. Fixed an issue with conversation with Johnny not starting after leaving the hotel in Tapeworm. Fixed an issue with the quest being blocked upon leaving the quest area before climbing the hill and following the river. Fixed the objective Go into Booth 9 not completing if the rooms entered too fast in Automatic Love. Fixed Jackie's issues with sitting still in the Ripper Dock, and other quest fixes. For gameplay, they fixed the preview and weapon crafting. For visuals, they reduced the vehicle appearance pop-in, speeded up switching first-person perspective to third-person perspective in a vehicle, fixed issues with animations missing from important quest NPCs during cinematics. For performance and stability, they just have improved stability, including various crash fixes. For miscellaneous, modified flashing effect on brain dances to reduce the risk of inducing epileptic symptoms. The effect has been smoothed out and the flash is reduced in frequency and magnitude, and removed copyrighted songs incorrectly presented in the game with disable copyright music feature toggle on. For PC specific, they put switching language to default in the in-game settings now correctly sets it to the language of your Steam client. And for console specific players, they improved the reflection quality on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 to eliminate the smudge effect, fixed the Wasteland achievement on being stuck on 97% after completing all relevant missions in the Badlands on Xbox, and finally fixed an issue with missing PTBR VO for Xbox players in Americas. Wow, that was a lot. Now I know that wasn't the most exciting thing to go over, but I do think it is nice that CDPR is hard at work trying to kind of iron out as many of these bugs and glitches as they can. I am happy that we are seeing updates come out so frequently right now. If you're hesitant on picking up Cyberpunk 2077 because pretty much all of the reviews talked about how many bugs there were, maybe this might sway your opinion one way or the other to pick up the game. But really this just kind of makes me think of things like Fallout New Vegas or even The Witcher 3's release. Both of those games are considered some of the best RPGs of all time, and they both had really buggy launches. And of course, over time, we saw a lot of fixes quickly implemented, and yeah, hopefully we continue to see that with Cyberpunk 2077. I have no doubt in my mind that we will, given its massive success. But yeah, with that quick bit of news out of the way, it is time for the comment of the week. Last week, Brendan also did a video on Cyberpunk 2077 where he talked about the specific release date and time depending on the region that you lived in, as well as what system you were getting the game for. And the comment of the week this week goes to Colty Camo, who says, "Boo Stadia. It never streams the games in HD or over 60 frames a second." Colty Camo, thank you so much for the comment. Totally understand where you're coming from. But I gotta be honest, Stadia isn't that bad in terms of its technical prowess. The main issue that I have with Stadia, and frankly with pretty much every game streaming service right now, a lot of ISPs around the country, at least specifically talking about the US, a lot of those companies has what's called data caps, and after you hit a certain bandwidth, they basically charge you extra per amount of data that you use. And streaming games from the cloud takes up a lot of bandwidth. And then the other thing with Stadia is that its business model is probably one of the worst, if not the worst, amongst all the other cloud gaming platforms. Most people want a Netflix of video games where they pay a monthly fee and they can pretty much stream any game that they want that's in this large library to choose from. This is one of the main reasons why xCloud is so popular. It's more the infrastructure as well as just the overall business model of Stadia that is really garbage. But that about does it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again, as always, for watching the video and checking out the channel. If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell icon to stay up to date on everything that we are doing. We upload new videos every Monday and Saturday, including live streaming every Wednesday night, usually around 9 p.m. Central Time. Feel free to hit us up on social media like Facebook and Twitter. And lastly, if you have Cyberpunk 2077 yourself, I would love to hear about your thoughts on the game so far, as well as any hilarious bugs that you may have encountered. And if you chose not to buy Cyberpunk 2077, let us know why as well in the comments down below. Yeah, that's enough rambling out of me. Thank you again so much for watching. My name is Blake, and for all things tech, games, movies, and everything nerdy in between, be sure to subscribe to Digital Cynics. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you next time.